Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys my favorite makeup products right now. I just keep using these babies over and over and over again. And there's good news and bad news to that. The good news is I'm actually using up makeup products, which I love. That's always my goal. But then the bad news is that some of my other makeup products get neglected, but I'm trying not to worry about that. I mean, I've got to get to the point where I understand that my makeup products do not have feelings. So I thought I would go in the order in which I apply my makeup. And I typically start with primer. Now I don't always use primer, but when I do, I have two that are just my absolute favorite right now that I just keep going back to again and again. The first one is the Benefit Professional. And I know this has been around for quite a while, and I've had this for a really long time. At first when I got it, I didn't really like it. I didn't like the texture of it. It felt kind of almost like, not really greasy, but just kind of smushy. But I've used this a lot more often recently, and I'm just loving it. I think it does a really good job of blurring my pores. And I just love the texture of this. I think it's really nice and soft and lightweight, and it does a great job underneath my foundation. I don't have any foundations that really don't work well with this. So yeah, one of my favorite primers, loving it. The next one is the L'Oreal Paris Age Perfect Blurring Face Primer in the shade Rosy Rose 00. This is very lightweight, feels very nice on the skin. It does a really good job of blurring my pores. I don't know that it's as good as the Benefit Professional, but it's still very nice, and all of my foundations lay very well over the top of this. Just got this little nice light pink color to it, and it just blends onto the skin beautifully, and it feels really nice. Like, it leaves your face feeling like a baby's butt. I got this off Amazon, I think for maybe $10 to $12, and I am just loving it. Then I do my brows, and I have the Sheglam brow pencil in the shade Soft Brown. Now, the one thing I don't love about this is that at this end, it is a clear brow gel. I mean, it's clear, you can't see it. And it's just kind of gooey, kind of makes a mess. So I don't really use the brow gel at all. But this side is lovely. Now this is almost gone. It's almost gone. I've used it almost all the way up. It's just a really nice brow pencil. It does a really good job of filling in my brows. It's easy to wipe off the excess. And I like the shade. At first I thought it was going to be too dark, because that's typically what I do to myself. I always convince myself that my brow pencils are too dark and I freak out. But this actually is not too dark. I really like it. And then over the top of that, I use this. This is the NYX The Brow Glue. I got this off Amazon. This is amazing brow gel glue, clear stuff, and I just love it. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it doesn't make your eyebrows get all crunchy and hard and disgusting feeling. It's just kind of soft, but yet keeps my brows in place. And I have some brows that I really have to put this in to calm them down, and this does a great job. I think this was $3 or $4 off Amazon, so great bargain. I am so in love with this. The next thing I do is I prime my eyelids, and I have two eyeshadow primers I'm going to show you. This is the Queen Nebula Cosmetics eyeshadow base, and I am a brand ambassador for this brand. This is a US indie brand. Initially, I found the brand owner on Instagram, and I stalked her and got several products of hers from the brand, and just fell in love with everything that I have used thus far. This eyeshadow primer is amazing. It's kind of emollient, but it dries down really well. It's pretty similar to the P. Louise, but I think this is maybe a little bit of a stiffer formula, which I prefer because you can blend your eyeshadows a little bit easier over the top of this one. I really enjoy using this, and I love being a brand ambassador for this brand. Then I have an OG primer, baby. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. I got this off Amazon. This is almost gone. There's just a teeny tiny little bit left. I mean, I'm scraping the sides every time I use this, but I love how this works. It's just very, I don't know, soft, I guess, or maybe not soft, lightweight. Put it on my lids, and then I just kind of blend it out with my fingertip, and then I will put a little bit of translucent setting powder over the top of this. I don't know that I need to, but this is a little bit sticky, so I just like to put a little bit of powder over it before I apply my eyeshadows, because I feel like it just works a little bit better. And I know this has been around for a really long time, but it is tried and true. It's amazing. Love it. Then I go in with my eyeshadows. And at first I was thinking, okay, you're really gonna pull just one palette out to say that that's the one that you love the most, your holy grail, the one you can't get enough of lately. And then I thought, well, yeah, I can do that. But there's really only one palette I can do that with. And it was funny because I had a video call this morning with Steph, not your basic Steph. We video call each other pretty much every morning before I get ready for work. And she was using this palette, creating the most beautiful look with it. And I thought, oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna show in my video. This is the Kaleidos Cosmetics Club Nebula in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. Now, this is not available anymore, and I'm sorry to like rub it in your face if you don't have this. But I had to show this because this, honestly, it's my favorite eyeshadow palette that has ever been made. I know that's a bold statement because I have probably over 200 eyeshadow palettes, but I'm telling you, I love this. And I do have this on my eyelids today. Now the shades that I used are this one here. This is called Kylon or Cylon. Use that in my transition area. This shade is called Void, and I use that in my outer V. Then I use this shade here called Nova over the lid. Now, I truly believe, and you can argue with me about this if you have this palette, that this is the most beautiful shade in this palette because it's so tricky and different and elusive and enigmatic. Is that a word? Yes, it's a word. Does it apply to this? I think it does. Puzzling. I don't know. Anyway, this is just gorgeous. If you look at this shade in the pan, it's like a light pink. But when you look at it on my lid, it's like a blue to purple flip. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of magic they used. I have no idea, but this man, And then I use this shade here called Nehru, to blend out this shade here. And then I just use a combination of these two on the lower lash line. Now that I use this today, I might have to just use it for a few days in a row. I think I'm going to. Then I will typically put on my foundation, and I have two foundations that I'm going to show you guys that I have been using the heck out of lately. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 435. And the thing that I love the most about this foundation is that it does not come off in your mask. I mean, maybe just a little bit on like my nose and my chin, but I can take my mask off. I can wear it for, a couple hours straight, take my mask off, and there's hardly any, if any, foundation in my mask. I don't know, again, what kind of magic they use to make this baby, but I love it. It's just very skin-like. It's really easy to apply. It's really easy to like smooth over your face. It works really well with any primer that I use, especially the two that I showed earlier. If you want more of a full coverage, because I would say this is about medium coverage, but if you do want like a really full coverage, I think if you like layer this, you used a couple layers of this, I think it would work perfectly. And it's almost gone, and I know for a fact that once it's all gone, I'm gonna go down to that Target, I'm gonna get myself another one. Then the other foundation that I have been using the heck out of is the Too Faced Peach Perfect in the shade Warm Nude. It smells like peaches, so that's a huge plus. And this is very skin-like. It's just beautiful. The thing that I didn't love about it at first is I felt like you had to like really quickly like smooth it around on your skin or it was going to kind of dry down. And I don't know if maybe it was just because of the newness of it, but it doesn't really do that anymore. I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience with this foundation. I'd like to know if you do. This is almost gone. So yes, when this is all the way gone, I'm definitely going to be buying another tube of this as well. The next step is my concealer, and this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in the shade Fair 10N. I've shown this a million times on my channel, but I really like using it because it blends out really nicely, it's very brightening, and it dries down so well. The only thing is, I can powder this if it's on my nose, my forehead, my upper lip, and my chin. But if I try to put powder on under my eyes, it just gets a little bit funky looking. It's a little bit dry, a little bit cakey, a little bit weird. So I just try to remember not to powder under my eyes when I use this. I just keep using this over and over and over again. And again, when this runs out, I'm gonna get more. Then I will typically powder my face. And this is the Mineral Loose Flawless Foundation Powder from Makeup Mecca in the shade Neutral Fair. Now, my beautiful friend Linda on Instagram, she sent this to me from Sweden, but I believe this is a Norwegian makeup brand. I think I was corrected in the comment section of the video where I used this for the first time. This is the most amazing powder I have ever put on my face. It's just very skin-like. It's very pore blurring. I have a really tough time saying that. I just want to say pore blurring, or I don't know. But it works really, really well. It's gorgeous on the face. And I don't know how I'm going to get this when I run out of this. I might have to just send Linda some money and say, hey girl, hook me up. Get me another one of these powders, because I'm telling you, this is the best powder I've ever used. Then I will typically do some sort of eyeliner combination, whether it's my waterline first or last, upper lid first or last. I don't know, it just kind of depends on the day or my mood, I guess. Now, I know I've shown these 1,000 times. These are the ColourPop Cream Gel Liners. I use these all the time in my waterline. I just love these. They work so well. They stay so well. Cute little packaging here. Beautiful colors. There's a ton of colors of these. I want to get all of the little sets they have, but I'm trying to just use all these up. It's going to take me a while because there's a lot of product in these little cream gel liners. Highly recommend getting these. They're very affordable and they last forever and they're beautiful. They last really well. Okay, enough. Let's move on. Then for my upper lid, I have been using the Rimmel Scandaleyes Precision Micro Eyeliner in the shade Black. And I love the tip to this. It's a very fine little felt tip there. I don't know how well you can see that. But the cool thing is you can make a very thin line, a thicker line, however you want to go, which direction you want to go. It stays on all day. I have had my makeup on since this morning. It's about, I don't know, 5:30 in the evening. I put this on at what? 6 o'clock this morning, and my eyeliner has not faded at all. This is amazing and very affordable. Then I typically will apply my bronzer, and I have two that I have just been loving lately. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour. In the shade Dulce de Leche. I don't know why they need to say contour twice on the lid, but you know, hey, different strokes for different folks, right? And I have had this now for probably, what, 3 years, and I've panned it. It still works beautifully. It lasts really well throughout the day. Kind of a warmer tone bronzer, but just beautiful. $3. $3, yeah. And so yeah, the fact that I've had it for 3 years and it was $3 and I just have barely hit pan, it's a bargain hunter's dream. Then I have the Colored Rain bronzer in the shade Charming Chai. And Dion, my beautiful friend, my sister friend, she sent this to me. I love this bronzer. The formula is so nice. It just looks really pretty on the skin. It's very matte, but I like that. I don't really like shimmery bronzers for some reason. I have a couple that I just have not used. I think what I'm going to do pretty soon is show you guys like the rest of my makeup collection. You know, I've shown you my blushes, which I might need to do an updated one of those too. My eyeshadow palette collection, but I've never really shown you like my bronzers and powders and foundations and okay, sorry. But this is beautiful. I love it. So glad that Dion sent it to me. And yeah, I'm really happy that I have something else from this brand. I only have one eyeshadow palette and then a few of their liquid lipsticks. So to try something else from the brand's been really fun. Then I will put on my blush, and this is the Pixi by Petra Fresh Face Blush in the shade Ginger Blossom. I love this shade and I love the formula. I just think it's beautiful. I got this in an Ipsy, I don't know, quite a while ago. And at first I was like, yeah, great. It doesn't look that exciting, but I just can't stop using this. I pretty much use this every day. I don't have this on in this video today, which may seem kind of strange that I'm showing it to you, but I'm telling you, I've been using this every day for weeks. Like the last, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 videos that I've filmed. This has been on my cheeks. I love it. I have no idea how much this costs. Like I said, I got it in an Ipsy months ago, but ooh, very nice. Then I will apply my highlighter, and I have two that I'm going to show you that I'm just madly in love with right now. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. Now, I am going to say something. I'm going to say something very bold statement. If you guys have never tried Wet n Wild highlighters, you are really missing out. They're like, I don't know, $3 or $4, and they are just bling, bam, boom. I'm going to swatch this actually. I do have this on my face today, but I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand. I don't know how well you're going to see this on my phone camera, but I mean, look at that. Ba-ring, ding-a-ling-a-ling, boop, boop, boop. I mean, you cannot beat this. $4 or $5. I don't know why I'm making so many sound effects in this video. I apologize. My son used to do that as when he was a little boy, and I'd be like, if you don't stop making those weird video game sounds, I'm going to lock you in your bedroom. And then I'm 47 and I'm doing it now. I don't know. It's weird how things kind of come in circles. Anyway, this is gorgeous. The next one I'm going to show you is the Nomad highlighter in the shade Kiss of Sun. And this is also absolutely beautiful. And I use this a lot on my channel. And typically when I use this, somebody, at least one person will say, I love your highlighter. And that is this. And I'm going to swatch this for you as well. And this is just a nice peachy gold highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild and this is the Nomad. But aren't those gorgeous? And I have no idea how much this costs. I got this, I think, either in an Ipsy, in an Ipsy, and I just love using it. I use it all the time. It's wonderful. The third to the last step is applying my mascara, and this is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Curve Alert Mascara. I know I've used this a million times on my channel. Show this to you guys a lot at the end of my videos, but let's look at the wand. It's curved, which, you know, obviously if it's Curve Alert Mascara, you'd want the wand to be curved. That makes sense. But the formula of this is amazing. It's super cheap. Get this at the drugstore. It's almost gone. Like I can tell I'm just kind of getting the dregs out now. But it makes your lashes look longer and thicker. I just love it. It's a perfect mascara. Now you probably thought I was going to show you the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effects Mascara, and I almost did, but I have been using this more often than that one. Shocker. The second to the last step is applying my lipstick. And what I have on my lips today is this. This is the Sheglam liquid lipstick in the shade Haters. I just love this shade. It's kind of like a mauvey purple pink mixture, maybe kind of neutral, but it looks good with pretty much any and every eye look. I mean, I do think it looks better maybe with like purples and blues like I have on my lids today. So it's kind of versatile. You can use it with a lot of different things. And then over the top of that, I have the Queen Nubia Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Kiana. And I'm going to swatch this on the back of my hand for you guys. And this is beautiful. It's got this really pretty purple reflect in it. And I love putting this over the top of that shade, the Hater shade, because it just adds a little bit of oomph to it. It's not like super bright or vibrant necessarily, but it just has enough, just enough little punch to put over the top of a liquid lipstick. And then my very last step is applying my setting spray. And this is the Wet n Wild Natural Finish Photo Focus Setting Spray. And I do not know where the lid is. This is completely gone. No more is left in here. I think what happened was I took the lid off, it fell on the floor, and my cats have probably knocked it underneath something. But this is $4 or $5. I get this also at the grocery store at Winco. I need to get some more, and I was just at the grocery store last night and forgot to get myself some. But I forgot eggs too, so that's where I'm going after I get done filming, is to get eggs and setting spray. Weird combo. Sometimes the things I get at the grocery store, I think the checkers are going, what the hell goes on at your house, lady? This is beautiful. It just does a really good job of setting your makeup. It's cheap, and I love cheap and beautiful. That's my favorite combo. All right, so those are my favorite makeup products, my favorite things I've been loving using lately. I just think they're all amazing. I'm so glad that I have them in my collection, and I know that at some point they're all gonna run out, and then I probably should just use the next thing in line to use, but I probably will be repurchasing a lot of those things. I don't know how smart that is. I don't know, maybe I will try to use up something else and then repurchase. I don't know. Give me some suggestions, you guys, in the comment section. Help me out. How would you handle the situation? And I want to know what your guys' favorite makeup products are right now. Go crazy. Let me know all about it. Foundation, powder, primer, I don't know, bronzer, blush, eyeshadow, everything. Just let me know what your favorites are right now. I would love to chat about it with you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day or evening to sit down and watch my video. It always means the world to me. If you have subscribed, you would like to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're aware of all of my future uploads. I cannot wait to see you guys again on my next video, but in the meantime, please be well, safe, happy, and I hope to see you guys again very soon. Thanks again, you guys. Take care. Bye.
Drop it.